Hi YouTube, my name is Reaper1. Welcome to the latest video coming to you from All Things Hitman. This is a Hitman lore video that you voted for back in May of this year. Firstly and foremost, I apologise for the length of time it has taken for this video to come to fruition. I don't like to rush these types of videos. I like them to evolve organically. I suppose that is why it has taken some time. Thankfully, it is now finally here. This Hitman lore video will, to state the absolute obvious, focus on a very peculiar yet important character in the Hitman series, Agent Smith. The only character, aside from 47 or Diana, to appear in almost every Hitman entry to date. This video will cover every cameo he makes in the series, and in some sense, try to understand the real underlying purpose of his character overall. This is the tragedy of Agent Smith. To provide some context, Agent Smith is an inept CIA and later Interpol agent, with whom Agent 47 seems to fatefully encounter periodically throughout his globetrotting career as a covert assassin. Smith envisions himself as a proud, patriotic field agent serving his country with unwavering efficiency. In reality, he is a clumsy and clueless operative who ultimately proves to be far more of a liability to his country than any form of asset. Time and time again, he allows himself to become captured in the field, relying on 47's begrudging rescue efforts to prevent his forlorn career of espionage from becoming inactive. Let's trace his entire role in the Hitman series to paint a clearer picture of who he really is. Agent Smith originally appears in the very first Hitman entry, codename 47, in the particularly challenging mission The Assassination of Li Hong, in which 47 is tasked with eliminating the head of one of the most notoriously powerful Hong Kong triad factions. He is also assigned to steal an extremely valuable item of antiquity in Li Hong's possession, an ancient Chinese jade figurine. 47 must help free Agent Smith, who is being held captive in the basement of Li Hong's restaurant. In return, Smith provides 47 with valuable intel regarding his target and the location of the figurine. The player's first impression of Smith is one of pity, a poor soul who has been captured and tortured against his will. Although Smith's character is initially demeaned by being discovered by 47 in his underwear, trapped in a pillory, he swiftly establishes some honor with the player by providing important intel.
I tried to unlock the safe at Madam's place on the second floor, but I don't have the combination for it. I think one of the girls on the second floor knows the combination.
And of holding out under torture. This is echoed when he reappears in the Contracts remastered version of the same mission. Smith later returns in codename 47 in the penultimate mission, The Setup. He has somehow discovered and infiltrated the asylum. His motives for being there remain unknown. He somehow allows himself to become captured and drugged by Ortmeyer's orderlies. Despite being captured a second time, he still holds his own by explaining to 47, whilst under the influence of heavy inebriates, that he requires an antidote and exactly where to locate it. Upon following Smith's instructions, 47 is able to locate the hidden passage that leads to Ortmeyer. Agent Smith is portrayed vastly differently in Silent Assassin. He has slipped a few IQ points and demonstrates next to no self-awareness. He is essentially portrayed as a complete half-wit. Silent Assassin set the cast for Agent Smith being the utter klutz he is now known for throughout the Hitman series. In the first of two appearances, 47 must rescue Smith from being interrogated by an unbalanced general in an underground Russian military bunker in Tubeway Torpedo. He then escorts Smith to an exfiltration point through the sewers. Upon completing the rescue, Smith offers his hand in appreciation and friendship, to which 47 coldly rebuffs it by stoically walking away. Smith falters momentarily, and then ignorantly scratches his backside, thinking nothing of it. This downgrades his compatriot status from codename 47 to one of an unwanted yet vitally useful sidekick. Smith later returns in Temple City Ambush. Smith knows the location of a secret tunnel that 47 must use in order to gain access to his next target. However, before he reveals the location, Smith bargains with 47, tasking him with taking out two assassins that are on Smith's tail.
Two brothers from the northern provinces. They're pretty good. I mean, you'll have to take out these thugs.
Despite brokering a deal, Smith reveals the tragic shell of a man that he really is here, alone in a darkened room, crying in anguish at his own failures and incompetence as a field agent. His only lamenting companion, a bottle of Scotch whiskey. 47 is slightly more empathetic toward him this time around, not because he feels sympathy, but because he needs him.
I probably had to kill these assassins anyway.
Smith plays a significant role in Blood Money, in spite of appearing in only one mission. He does later reappear in a cutscene, in addition to briefing 47 on the penultimate mission.
Listen up, 47.
The assignment Flatline sees 47 infiltrate an alcohol rehab clinic housing a number of patients. However, he must reach Agent Smith to discover the identity of his target. Smith is, unsurprisingly, being held prisoner in the psych ward. When 47 eventually reaches him, Smith provides him with the target name. 47 then proceeds to smuggle him out of the institution by sedating him with a death serum. Smith appears noticeably different in Blood Money. His usual ginger buzz cut is replaced with a prominently bald head. Whether this is a product of Smith deliberately altering his physical appearance as an agent in the field, or stress-induced rapid hair loss, is unknown. Smith is very downcast upon seeing 47. He even says,
"Figures. They'd send you to clean up my mess."
It seems he is finally recognizing some of his own recurring faults. Smith later reappears in a cutscene hiding in the back of 47's van as he leaves Las Vegas after completing House of Cards. Upon finding Smith, we see 47 at his coldest with him, drawing a shiny silver baller to his head. He prompts Smith to provide a decent reason as to why he should not dispose of him there and then. Proving himself a true American patriot, Smith divulges a plot to kill the president, partially orchestrated by the corrupt vice president. Smith offers 47 some uncut diamonds worth millions in exchange for eliminating the vice president, and thereby foiling the assassination plot. 47 agrees, threatening to kill Smith if he does not live up to his end of the bargain. Interestingly, a brief snippet of an LA newspaper reveals a federal mobile diamond heist. Perhaps this was the only mission Agent Smith was able to pull off independently. Agent Smith idolizes 47. 47 is everything he is not. He informs 47 of how pleased he is to work with him during the prelude to Amendment 25.
"We're all quite pleased to have you on this assignment, Mr. 47. The nation's gratitude..."
Skip the patriotism, Smith.
47 cruelly divulges what he really thinks of Smith by telling him,
I'll contact you if I need more information. Beyond that, never contact me in person again.
This is particularly sad, considering the history that these two share. Aside from Diana, Smith is probably the closest 47 has ever made to some kind of friend. Smith did not officially appear in Absolution, yet another reason why it is the entry in the Hitman series that is the round peg in a square hole. He made a brief cameo in Hitman's final episode, Hokkaido. 47 can free him from a morgue. They exchange some quick dialogue. Smith, again with his signature ginger buzz cut, quickly reveals he now works for Interpol and was investigating an illegal organ harvesting operation. Ironically, it seems he has almost fallen victim to it himself. 47 is much more patient and kind with Smith here. He is appreciative of the useful keycard that Smith hands over to him as a reward for once again freeing him. Smith exclaims,
"That's thrice I owe you."
when in actual fact, it is much more than that. This is the most touching moment between the two. Smith seems in brighter spirits considering his situation, and 47 does not treat him with such disdain. Agent Smith makes his final appearance to date in the Hitman sniper map Huntu Port as a little Easter egg. 47 can free him by shooting open a far-off shipping container that is noticeably locked. In classic slapstick fashion, Smith comically steps out into the open, makes an exaggerated wave to 47, and then sprints through the Singaporean port in nothing but his stars and stripes, his character reduced to not much more than a silly meme. From all that we have just covered, it is clearly evident that Agent Smith was initially just a side objective in Codename 47 that quickly evolved into a trademark comical cameo between entries in the series from Silent Assassin onwards. A fool repeatedly discovered tormented and humiliated in his red, white and blue boxes, his delusions of patriotism mocked. A simpleton that is ultimately unaware of their own stupidity and lacking any understanding of why others treat them with such disdain, all for player amusement. Smith might be a joke, his actions and efforts might be confused and fumbled, a tragic alcoholic that does more to hinder his counterparts than to help. However, at the end of the day, he has a good heart. He is loyal, and certainly means well. Despite his many faults, Smith repays 47 invaluably on many occasions, by providing him with crucial information for completing further objectives, such as the location of the Jade figurine in Codename 47, or the location of the secret tunnel in Silent Assassin. His resolve, pride, and passion are the real gems of his character. That is what he should be remembered and revered for, not his ignoramus. Thank you for watching this video. Please provide any thoughts you may have in the comments. I'd love to read them. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and enjoyed the video. I look forward to covering much more Hitman lore with you in the future. Until next time, Reaper One out.
Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.